Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Nathan from MyCryptoParadise. In this video we will look at Flamingo quoted FLM. This is another DeFi protocol. How funny is that? We're going through multiple DeFi projects and this time it's Flamingo. And in this video we will look at multiple charts and try to understand, is that a long-term downtrend continuation which might bring price down because we're currently right at the resistance area? Or perhaps this is a long-term ABC corrective pattern which will eventually result in a new all-time high. This could have been a long-term bottom, but at the same time the price being at the resistance. If you want to find out what are the probabilities right now, stay tuned and we will discuss that. Let's just have a look at the coin market cap. Flamingo is ranked number 338 with a $97 million total market cap. The most interesting part here is the 20% gain during only past 24 hours. Compared to other project, clearly this is one of the top gainers. And the rank is 338. And if you remember, we were looking at a BZRX, which is actually ranked 165. And in this video, we will also look at the price action of the BZX and see what actually happened since our previous video on this coin. Moving on to the coin 360, the market is greenish. Just look at it. It's like over 95% of the coins are in green. This certainly starting to look like the market is becoming bullish once again. And this is definitely the time of long-term opportunities. Like we see the Bitcoin 4% up. All of the coins like 0.9% up, which is yet another DeFi project, by the way. Ethereum 3.6% up. And speaking of Ethereum, this is the current price action. And this is one of our latest trades that we had on the ETH USDT. As you can see, there was a buy signal given at this level near $2,500. We already made a profit of 35% in just 2 days and 16 hours. Right now, stop loss at the break even. This is the rally that we expect to continue. So it's a risk-free trade, and considering the break above the trend line, the bounce of the previous area of support, which is yet again acting as the support, moving average rejected, so the probability of the continuation of the big upside move remains very high. Now quickly jumping to the BZRX price action. You can see the complete analysis in our previous video where we discussed a long-term potential upside target for this coin. We were waiting for the break above this box, and this is what has happened. While breaking above the consolidation box, price also broke above the triangle right there. Pullback followed and then price jumped up. And this is likely to be a continuation of a long-term uptrend. These are more and more confirmations for the strong bullish momentum. Finally, moving back to the FLM USDT chart on the daily time frame. Price is trading within the descending channel. We had a bounce of the bottom of the channel as well as the previous support area. This is a good bullish sign for the FLM, although we are near the resistance and it will be important that the price will break higher. Then another important point is that we need to have a break above the upper trend line of the channel. And this is where we are likely to see a lot of trading volume, a lot of volatility before a huge jump to the upside. Looking on another daily chart, we can see that the average price uptrend trend line was rejected right there along with this previous support that we already mentioned. All in all, there were 3 bounces of this support, all of them respected, showing a great demand area near $2.9. But as we already discussed, this area where the price is right now, extremely strong supply area. We also have the moving average very close, which is 50 exponential moving average, and it must be taken out for the price to continue rising, potentially towards the downtrend trend line. But if price will fail to break above, we will certainly see some sort of a pullback, either a minor pullback or a major pullback, which can bring the price once again towards this area or the average price uptrend trend line. There is some minor selling pressure around this area, that's for sure, and small pullback is highly likely to take place at this stage. However, upon the break above this area, as the final upside target, we might be actually hitting 161.8 Fibs based on this overall corrective move down. And this can be 180% growth for the FLM USDT in the coming weeks. On the other hand, if this resistance will be respected, the decline of 35 or even 55% can take place once again. And if we look at the 16-hour chart, here we are kind of favoring the bullish scenario. This is because we bounced off the bottom of the channel. So we have this channel, simple ascending channel, we extended it, and price did bounce off the bottom of the extended channel. Another thing, we had this channel, which is the parallel channel, actually showing that there was this range, but then breakout followed and price also bounced off the bottom channel. So there were two bounces at the same time. Well, actually three, because price rejected two channels and it bounced off the 141.4% Fibs. This Fibs was applied to the very first pullback after price topped out. And we see this clean bounce indicating that there is a lot of buying pressure right there. Also, what we might be witnessing is an A, B, and C corrective pattern based on the Elliott wave theory. For that scenario, we need to take out this resistance at $1.12. This will be the confirmation that more bullish pressure in the long run will come, because this is only the nearest strong resistance and price can easily continue going much higher. Another scenario, if this resistance will remain to be respected, wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 could be the case as well. But to confirm this scenario, first we need the rejection of this area, and secondly we need to have a daily break and close below the low at $0.3. Moving on to the 1 hour chart for the FLM USDT, and here is very interesting picture. Well, we had the break above the triangle, very same as we had actually on the Ethereum break above the trend line, and after which price starting to produce a new higher high. Now, second important point, we have applied Fibs to this corrective move, and it shows us several key levels. First off is the 61.8 Fibs, which was rejected just yesterday. If we zoom it in, we can see there were two bounces of this support and the bounce of the moving average. By the way, this is the 50 simple moving average. Now back to our chart, where we see this price at 0.53 is the price where the most trading volume has occurred throughout all this period of time, and it cleanly corresponds to the 61.8 Fibs, which means that as long as this resistance holds, we will see a pullback towards this area, which will be a key demand area, a key buying zone for buyers. And if that support holds, then we might be actually witnessing a continuation of this strong upside move. Now, another point which favors the bullish momentum is this rejection of the 88.6 Fibs. First, we had a double top produced at this level. Price bounced 2 times in a row, but then we finally had the break above this resistance area, which is the very positive sign for the FLM USDT. Now this level is currently acting as the support, and previously 78.6% Fibs at 0.59 acted as the support, which also implies that the trend might actually continue. But as I have mentioned, we need to break this resistance area, especially to have a daily break and close above the moving average and today's high near $0.69. So this is a bullish market right now. What we see, the break above the triangle, the break above the 88.6 Fibs, rejection of the moving average, and here we have the key level to watch in case there will be a pullback. So this is definitely a zone of interest for the buyers, as long as we hold this resistance. And finally, let's have a look at the FLM BTC. Now here you can see that we have some percentages and it's unclear what it is. Let me explain. Based on the Elliott wave theory, if this is a long-term uptrend with a total 5 waves to the upside, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, then we're still yet to produce the 5th wave. So what we have used is calculated the distance of the first wave, which is 315%. Then if we apply the same calculation to the previous wave, we can see it was 244%. So I'm simply moving it back, and the difference between these two waves were 33%. Now if we move this and see if we will have the same move once again with the same increase, then the next wave should be equal to this sort of move. And this is actually a 205% upside move from this low. And from the current price, that would make it approximately 80% growth against the Bitcoin, which almost exactly corresponds to the 61.8 Fips applied to the current corrective move. Another point to consider, previous resistance and support, basically supply-demand area, is currently acting as the support. The simple uptrend trend line was rejected as well. Price just broke above the simple downtrend trend line and above the 50 simple moving average. This is yet another bullish confirmation for the FLM BTC. Nonetheless, pullback can be expected. Even a strong pullback might take place towards this area. So whether this will be a small or a large pullback yet to be seen, but only daily break and close below 964 Satoshi's support will invite more sellers, and in this case it will become a bearish market. But for now, clearly we are yet to test this resistance trend line and then potentially break higher, have some consolidation, and finally another wave to the upside. Overall, it certainly looks like Flamingo coin has bottomed out, and we are about to see the final strong wave to an upside on the daily time frame. So the long-term trend up few weeks or a few months of an uptrend will take place as long as we hold this support. And that was all for today, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget to take it easy and smooth, and see you next time.